Hey, this is Wednesday 13 from the Murderdolls, and you're watching Access Unlimited.
Hi, this is Lori with Access Unlimited. We're here with Wednesday 13 from the Murderdolls. Hello.
Hello, I'm Wednesday, as you just said. I'm here with you.
Now, I got to ask, how did you come up with the name Wednesday 13?
Very simple. I was a huge Addams Family fan, and I just basically took the name from Wednesday from the Addams Family. The 13, just always been a fan of that number, and it was the Munchers address, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Slam it together, you got Wednesday 13, it just sounded like some kind of futuristic Ziggy Stardust type kind of weird name, and I was like, that's great. No one has a name like that. Done. Stamped.
It's actually pretty awesome, because all you got to do is say it, and everybody goes, oh yeah, that's...
Only Wednesday, I believe, you know, so yeah, I'm doing all right.
I think you're right on that one. Okay, so tell us, you got, with the Murderdolls, and you're coming out with something new. When does that come out? And give us a little background on it.
The new record's called Women and Children Last. It comes out on August 31st on Roadrunner Records. And, yeah, we just recorded it about 4 months ago. It's our first album since 2002. And, yeah, man, we're super stoked about it. It's the first album of all new original material. And it's basically music that was written from 2002 till 2010. That's why the record kind of has this, what I like to call the roller coaster effect to it. So it's you know, it's heavy at times. Some songs are very similar to the old Murderdolls sound, and then it's, you know, it's 8 years later. We like to consider almost like a rebirth of the band, and you know, here we are, Murderdolls 2010, and people beware.
Now, you also had a new video just debut out on the internet. What's that one all about there?
It's our first single for a song called My Dark Place Alone, and it's actually one of the more personal songs on the record. You know, this time around, you know, our first album was a lot of, you know, I'm really just, myself personally, I'm known for, you know, the horror movie tattoos, and just I'm the horror movie guy, and, you know, so I've did all these records and things like that. Even the first Murderdolls album had a lot of horror movie influence, and even stuff I did prior to that. So, you know, I've been making that kind of music since I was 14, 15 years old. I'll be 34 in a month, you know, and it's like, I feel like I've wrote every grave robbing zombie song that's possible. So this time around with Murderdolls, we didn't want to be known as a horror band, but we still kept that element of darkness, and that, you know, it's still a horror element, but it's more like a real life kind of thing, as opposed to me sitting down and writing a song about Night of the Living Dead. Like, there's songs on the record that, like Chapel of Blood, Summertime Suicide, they're all stories that I made up in my head, which to me I found more scary than anything sitting and watching with some of these movies, because I could actually hear this music and get these thoughts. And so yeah, so that's the difference between this record this time. It's not, you know, it's a different band, but I think people will still find all the similar stuff with it, you know. So
after this Mayhem Fest, and I know you're not really playing on this one, but what?
Not even really. I'm just not. I'm doing interviews. That's it.
So you're just doing interviews for the whole entire fest?
Yep. Joey and I just went to Europe prior to this festival starting, and we did 2.5 weeks through Paris, Cologne, Amsterdam, and the UK, and then now the label put me on Mayhem just to promote the record. So I sign with Joey every day, and I do press every day. So by the time this is all said and done, by August 14th, I've done like 9 weeks of press for the album, and then we have a few days off, and we rehearse, and we go on tour the day the record comes out, and it's just bang, bang, boom from there.
Now, who will be playing with you on that tour? Do you know yet?
In the band, or our lineup, or who will we be playing?
Yeah, the line, like who else will be on the tour with you?
We revamped our lineup, so we don't. Joey and I are the only original guys from the first touring band. We were the first guys to ever play on that, and we were only guys to play on the first album anyway. And so in our band now we have Ramon Sermon on lead guitar, Racy Shea Hart on drums, and Jack Tinkersley on bass. And they're just good friends of ours. They've played in a lot of bands for years, and just we really needed like some fresh blood in our camp, just to, you know, because we feel like we're in a different place than we were 8 years ago. And so we needed something fresh that would excite us, so people are on the same page with us to complete our vision, because there is a mission with this record, you know.
So I just have to ask, because my husband and I and a lot of people down where we are, they're huge fans, huge fans. We also got to ask you, my son absolutely loves the Weirdo A Go-Go. Could you tell us about that?
Oh, it's this complete drunken idea that I'm really still shocked that it actually happened. But but it was fun. It was actually me and Ramon, who's actually in Murderdolls now, plays guitar. He did all the voices for the puppets. So I did a couple of voices for the puppets, but it was just a drunken idea. It was a handle of Southern Comfort, and we had a little bit of money and a camera, and that's what happened. Yeah. So.
Is there going to be any more of that coming out?
Who knows? I'm dumb, so if I get bored, I'm sure Weirdo Go Go 2 will come out eventually. I got so much stuff going on, but Murderdolls is my priority for the next however long we take it out.
So back to when you have your tour, when you guys do your stage show, do you have like theatrics, or how is this show going to go?
It's basically, what I tell people, it's like, we're still a baby band. We're kind of starting off, so we're not going to start off with a production like Rob Zombie or Korn has. We just really, and even back in the day, we kept it kind of bare bones. We're a rock band. We never really, we don't play to tape. We plug in. What you hear is what you hear. We're not using background vocals or sampled tracks for drums or anything like that. So live, we rely on our energy. We just completely zone into at least I do. I zone into my own world, and I take it out on the stage, and that's the difference. Back in the day, I used to just go out, I'm playing a show, and it's like, but the new record, there's so many songs. It's just like, this is like personal demons on this record. So it makes it a lot more fun to go out and play some of these new songs, because it really is just like exercising demons every night for us.
Do you find a lot of people putting your stuff out on YouTube that do interviews with you?
I try to check every once in a while, just go, oh my God, I hope I didn't do a terrible interview. But I watch a lot of stuff, and I pay attention. Like, we have a lot of young fans, and like now people with cameras on their phones and things like that. I can go on YouTube, and there's just hundreds and hundreds of pages of Murderdolls or Wednesday 13 stuff, and just sometimes I go back and go, oh wow, that happened? Okay. But no, it's cool. It's good to go back and watch interviews and stuff. I used to do the same thing. I used to love watching interviews with my favorite bands and hearing what the record's about. And I think it's important for the fans to know where the artists are coming from, and they're serious about what they do.
Well, it was good to talk to you. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing your new album. And it comes out when?
August 31st. Women and Children Last. Roadrunner Records, and then we're coming for the world.
And you could see the new DVD out on the internet.
The new video for My Dark Place Alone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The
new video for My Dark Place Alone. It actually goes on our Murderdolls site tomorrow on murderdollsband.com. Other than that, you can see it on artistdirect.com, which it debuted, and then there's a bunch of other terrible, horrible quality versions of it on YouTube that are just, pixeled. Yeah.
Well, it was good to talk to you. This is Lori with Access Unlimited. We look forward to seeing you out on the road next year.
We'll be back.
Thanks.